the property always they have up and down. There's always have good time and bad time. But we normally tell them that it's a market shift. Yes, right now it's a big challenges because deal of like government, deal with a bank, and deal with a lot of changes in our Malaysia. So definitely some challenges are. But we as an entrepreneur, as a negotiator, you just do your task as usual. Just that maybe like last time, it's very easy. Like today you view, you didn't pay booking, then the unit is gone. But now, because market also have a lot of choice already, secondary market, primary also have a lot. So the buyer will tend to look around because buy some property or invest in a property is not just like a buying vegetable, what you say, my
that's
choice.
Right.
So that's why we have to understand what is their requirement, listen, and then we get the right thing for them. Because if someone, they come and look around for the property, 50% is there. Are you able to listen based on their requirement and get the right unit for them? Then another 50 chances is there. You need to add value to the people first. The money eventually comes. This is what we educate our agents that come into our platform. People will feel you. If you just sick of selling to get your commission, they will feel you that you just want to close the deal. If you really be
genuine,
be at their side, understand them, help them to do the calculations. Maybe currently right now they couldn't get the loan, then what they can do next. You must understand their requirement. Once they know that you actually listen to them, know that they are important, and then get the right thing for them, then for sure they will confirm and buy. At the same time, they also will introduce or give you referral with other friends. They said, just find this agent. So this is the way that we always add value to them, so that then eventually.
Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to Season 6 of Talk of Fame. I'm your host, Wee Ping. With us today, our guest is someone who is passionate in finding the dream homes for her clients. Dedicated in making a change, she's also one of the leaders in the most recognized real estate company in the region. Let us welcome COO of PropNex Malaysia, Ms. Yvonne Heng. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Talk of Fame. I'm your host, Wei Ping. With us today, we have Ms. Yvonne Heng. Hi, Yvonne.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting.
First of all, a little introduction about yourself. Where are you from? What you're doing? Which company you're with?
Actually, I'm a COO of PropNex Malaysia. At the same time, I'm also a principal of it. So it's actually handling overall company operation. At the same time, also related to the board, all those rules and regulations, because principal have to taking care of all the negotiator and ensures they follow the regulations.
I understand you're from a very different industry. So can you share with us a little bit of what your background was?
Because normally when young, right, you like to explore different industry. So for me, before that, after graduate, I'm actually a ISO consultant, helping those companies that would like to get the quality management system to be certified. So be there about 4 years. Then later part, I go into the sales and marketing in different industry. I've been into engineering. At the same time, I've been into F&B.
Okay.
So after that, I think it's time, because during the moment I also getting my license for the principal license in real estate. So I still find that I think it's time for me to really go into real estate and set up the company once the license is done.
So do you find your experience in sales helped with real estate at all?
Yes, both of the previous job is actually really helped me. First is about setting up the quality management system. So you have to have all those standard operations.
SOP.
Yeah, SOP. So after that, then how to deal with the people, how to build the trust, how to service the client. But just that now is in the different industry.
Why real estate? Has it always been your passion?
First thing, when I start to get my principal license, is actually inspired by my dad. Then I was seeing him that is helping a lot of people to actually buy their home sweet home. At the same time, also seeing him helping people to earn for their investment. So this is the part that I slowly.
So finding a dream home and making money, two of the most important aspects in life.
Yes.
Because for a lot of people, finding their home home investment is probably the most expensive investment for most people. Yep. So finding the real agent and agency, that's very, very important. So how did you get into real estate? Did you go study? You mention about studying for getting a license? Was it in Malaysia, in Singapore?
In Malaysia.
In Malaysia.
I go and take my license. During the time, is actually have to study for 2 years, then go for the exam. So we have to practice the 2 years. So during the 2 years, I start practicing in real estate. So during the time, start practicing and then feel that, quite interesting. So slowly then once get my license out, then I decided to just go ahead.
Okay, because real estate, for many people, they take it as an entrepreneurship. It's like starting out your own business. Do you see it as your own business?
During that time when once my license out, I didn't intend to really just operate my own individual estate agency, because I feel that, like if you say Yvonne Heng Realty, do people trust you? So no. So during that time I explore. So that's why where I met my partner right now. We run a different name of PropNex, and about there 3 years. Then we found that this no longer can grow further. So we actually explore PropNex Malaysia, Singapore. Then we venture into PropNex.
So that's how you come into contact with PropNex, through your business partner.
Yes.
So why PropNex?
So during that time, they say that, let's explore. I will bring you to Singapore to see one of the agencies. So when that time we meet up, it's very surprised that a small Singapore, they have a so large agency which is able to cater 8,000 negotiators with them for 20 years, so long. That means that definitely they have certain so unique,
something right here.
Yes, and something that's so unique that they're able to continue to grow. Because I've been seeing Malaysia, all the real estate companies either small, then later they close down, move on to another, keep on changing. But in Singapore, this PropNex Singapore is so different, and they really mean what they say. Like their culture is so right. When we go into it, we meet some other people. They say that yes, we quite love this, and some of them is been with them for very long. If the culture is not right, the core value of the company is not right, the people won't stay with them for so long.
So you joined PropNex because partly of the culture, and also is the entire system, the support system, and the platform.
Yes.
Rather than setting up your own brand and then you have to start from scratch.
Yes. It's not easy to start.
Because I think you mentioned one of the most important word there, trust. Right? An agency has to be around for a certain amount of time and for people to build that trust with the company. Right?
Yes.
What type of business form do you practice?
You mean our current company? Current company right now, we actually looking on both. We have primary markets, means those project work with developer. We do have secondary market, which is work directly sub-sale, which is majority of Malaysian people know it as a sub-sale. So both of that we are working on that. And then we also have some of our agents working on mainly residential, commercial. Commercial also have different type. Mainly one is commercial shop lots and one is office building shop commercial. Industrial still it's not much people go into it, because a lot of new people start joining. We will encourage them to start on the residential side.
Is it hard to train new people?
Can be say yes, can be say no, but with the right system, with the training system that company have, it's very much easy.
Okay, because is it because the company emphasizes a lot on people?
Yes,
is that what it is?
we emphasize a lot on people. We train our people first. We build our leader first before being built business. That's why we when they come in, we will have a series of training for them. So some of them they must go through, like we have beginner style program training for the new join, then professional style program. Then we actually before the we still have the boot camp, sales boot camp, leadership boot camp, which is these two. We go Singapore.
Oh, okay.
We went to
so that's the more advanced level.
Yes.
So how long is the course typically?
They didn't have any duration. We have the time like for beginner style program, we have 2 months once. For professional style program, we have 3 months once. So you go according to the schedule.
And being a chief operating officer, does that mean you have to handle people most of the time. It's one of the hardest things to handle in.
Handle people, just that they will give you a feedback, or sometimes we do receive some feedback from client. So we have to understand what is the situation. So ensure that we solve the feedback or solve the complaint from the client.
So is that your advantage? Is your advantage? You're a problem solver.
Can we say yes?
Okay.
I'm a good listener. I always listen what they say, then try to solve the things by both win-win.
I understand you also have a little bit of background in IT. Tell us a little bit about that.
Just because that right now all is actually IT based, we need to embrace. So now
All these apps and mobile phones.
Yes. So right now I'm also in charge and drive the company apps. So because Singapore,
App development, right?
Yes. Because Singapore, they already have the apps. They are very much advanced. They've been 20 years. So we're only 2 years old.
Okay.
So some of the apps that they've been developed, we couldn't just blindly bring over and use it.
Oh, why not?
Because still have some system is different. Singapore system and Malaysia system is different. Just quick example. In Singapore, they didn't collect the client money. Earnest deposit, they didn't have any client account.
No such practice.
No.
Right?
So for Malaysia, we have. So we will keep our client, the earnest deposit into our client account as a stakeholder. So this is one part of that, so much different. Yeah, so we still need to come back and modify according to our system. So it might take time.
So you do like the app development, the IT system training, training of the new recruits, and also cross-country training. Is that what it is?
Cross country is we encourage them go over. Just that sometimes we will be there to be a facilitator because we want to be with our team. So when they go over, although we are management, we still need to be with them when they go to Singapore. The training is actually cross country. There's Singaporeans, there's Indonesians, there are Vietnam.
So all these agents will just gather in Singapore for the training. Okay.
Yes. So that the training is not those classroom training. It's actually experiences training. So you will actually find out your potential out of it. So it's very much different.
Like I heard like from the other real estate agents, some of them they say, oh, times are so difficult. Times are bad. Is that the biggest challenge? What's the challenge? The challenges you face?
The property always they have up and down. They always have good time and bad time. But we normally tell them that it's a market shift. It's actually buyer market.
It's just a phase, right?
Yes, it's a buyer market or seller market. Yes, right now it's a big challenges because deal of like government, deal with a bank, and deal with a lot of changes in our Malaysia. So definitely some challenges are. But we as an entrepreneur, as a negotiator, you just do your task as usual. Just that maybe like last time, it's very easy. Like today you view, you didn't pay booking, then the unit is gone. But now, because market also have a lot of choice already, secondary market, primary also have a lot. So the buyer will tend to look around because buy some property or invest in a property is not just like buying vegetable, what you say,
That's right.
So
That's right.
it's actually you will need to do your study. So they will tend to view a few. Then that's why we have to understand what is their requirement, listen, and then we get the right thing for them. Because if someone, they come and look around for the property, 50% is there. Are you able to listen based on their requirement and get the right unit for them? Then there another 50 chances is there.
So would you say buyers nowadays are more sophisticated, they are more educated?
Definitely.
Hence it's harder to handle?
They can actually just type and Google. Sometimes some of investors will be very well known about the market.
Do their homework.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rather than our like newly joined negotiators. So that's why we must always equip ourselves, upgrade ourselves so that we can serve them.
So earlier you mentioned about viewing the property. Since COVID-19 pandemic, what has changed? Do you have clients that actually buy a property without viewing?
Yes. I think quite a number because some people they know well of the places, so you just show them the video, then they will buy it. And we do have clients from Hong Kong that actually know a bit about KLCC. So when we propose to them through visual, through Zoom, to propose a presentation.
All
and actually-
online?
Yes, actually they buy.
Okay.
But this is something that I look into it. Normally it's all investor. Investor, they will just buy based on the virtual. If like saying some of them really want to buy for own stay, so they still have the, people still not so used to it. They
Want to
still,
feel the place, have a look.
They still want to go to the actual unit to really look into it and feel it. And some, for own stay, some will also check on the feng shui lah.
Yeah, they want to feel the vibes, right?
Yes.
Go into room, feel the vibes. So would you say your IT background comes in really handy when it comes to clients like that?
We also say that one thing is good that when we know, so we start practicing. So we also start encourage our negotiators start do YouTube, do virtual tour, start do recording or do some recording for sell live like that. Luckily, we guide them through this. So during the pandemic lockdown, some of them they already have their YouTube ready for their tour about the condo itself, so they can just send to their client. So during the lockdown, some of them still able to close rental.
Wow.
Yes.
Through everything through online
Yes.
and IT based.
Yes. Some is actually the owner own stay there, then they just that, can you help me? So through the video call, tour the place.
Impressive.
Yes.
So do you foresee that as what it's going to be like in the future?
Yes, slowly change. That's why all of us must embrace the IT, no matter how. So right now, also 3D virtual tour, like now a lot of developers
VR,
yes,
yeah.
start develop on that part. So now also have another system that you buy the 3D camera, then you
Or the augmented reality, AR. Yep.
yes. So this is things that I also learning.
Well, that means you guys are definitely one of the leaders, the trend leaders in this part of the business. Then.
One of them. One of them. Yes.
Okay, well, that's a very interesting story. Well, we will be back with Yvonne shortly. Let us now take a short break first.
For Malaysia and Singapore here is slightly different. For in Singapore, all the negotiator they will go for exam themselves, so their mentality is ready. For Malaysia, we are not. The agents just need to go for attend the 2 days classes of NCC. Then they just need to attach with a firm and they start their negotiator, start their business. So this one thing that weak about is because they are not ready. And that's why PropNex Malaysia, we educate them. We provide an education platform and system to them. We want to ensure all the Malaysian negotiator is professional and they are understand what they are doing and clear about their direction. Our retaining is actually we give them a lot of opportunity. Not only that, guide them how to be a real estate negotiator, at the same time we give them a lot of different opportunity. Like example, sometimes we have a different type of training or event. We will actually would like our people to involve. So they be part of our committee team to actually run the activity. They actually volunteer themselves. Like sometimes we have some event, we also train our people to become an MC, to be an event organizer. So we train them to be out of their potential. So we are not only guide them how to do an agent, at the same time we actually teach them and share with them and give them a big platform to as a whole. During the MCO, we do three things. First thing, we ensure our agents, we give a lot of Zoom training. We want to ensure all our agents' mentality and they adapt to the changes. Secondly, we actually get them to connect with their potential client, because why we feel that it's important, because everyone, it's first time, everyone not sure how is this MCO going to last and how it's going to happen. So we just get them to stay connect with their client, like providing them updated what is the government's rules and updated bank news rules, everything, so that from here the client feel comfortable and we didn't push them. And then we also have a lot of different consumer empowerment seminar to educate our client that give them more information why they should invest right now or why should they sell right now so that they can make a wise decision. So from there, some of them manage to get in touch with the client and the client feel comfortable and they also start selling. We are able to get the tenant to book the booking is because before that, we already get our agents to start doing video on their own GTA on their condo. So they can use this video to show them how is the environment without building. So from there, they manage to close the deal from all the different skills that they have been learned during the MCO.
Welcome back and thank you for staying on with Talk of Fame. With us today we have Ms. Yvonne, who is the Chief Operating Officer of PropNex. Yep. So Yvonne, what has it been like in the last 2 years setting up PropNex Malaysia?
It's a very, very busy during the last 2 years. It's because when we start get ourselves in, we never stop because Singapore want us to actually really understand their whole culture. So all the management with the existing team that come together with us, we have to go through their training.
So they helped set up the one here? They came here?
We all of us flew over there.
For training?
Yeah, for the training. So we have attended back-to-back training, and then after that coming back, we have to do the administrative setup. And then we have to ensure all the policy rewrite. And to be honest, some of our agents is also not quite used to it because it's like a transformation for them.
Do you mean like these agents are from another, prior to that, like different agencies,
No,
different
they
companies?
actually same company with me. It's my own team.
I see.
And our existing team, the previous team, that they joined together. Because last time, no matter how it's like a small agency, how you hit your sales target, you always will be in the top 10. When it comes to a slightly bigger platform, you must be more
Work harder.
work harder.
Yeah.
If not, then it's sometimes although you just achieve your sales result as previous, but it seems like can't see you.
Because now it's much bigger picture already.
Yeah, now it's actually going to the big ocean, so you need to fight with a lot of competitive front and also a bit experienced negotiator. The platform is so much different. This is on negotiator side. So about the company, like one admin, we have to grow to a few admin. At the same time, I myself also need to understand the whole back end system. How it really works and how it's designed it, ensure all the flow is flow accordingly. Because we have like once they close deal, how they do the key in the system, how to ensure their claim is out, and then if they have team, how to ensure that team sales, how to ensure that team result.
So all these system teething problems, then at the same time you have all these administration problems.
Yes, as there's a lot.
It's crazy.
Yes, then we have to always flew over to Singapore to have meeting with the management to really understand the whole system and whole culture. But sometimes when you're just meeting, when you go back and do and set up, you won't really understand until you do it.
Hands-on.
Then you will go back again. So we work very closely with them. So we feel very blessed that PropNex Singapore management is really take good care of us. They're working hand in hand. There's not just saying that, now you get my master licensing, then you just go ahead. So you do it your own. No, they work very closely with us. If we're facing any challenges, we tell them.
And also, I think the environment where you work is also very different in terms of the policy and all this, right? These are like completely different from Singapore.
Definitely different. Singapore right now is actually one principal license. They can have unlimited negotiator. Okay, and their negotiator have to go for examinations. They have their own certificate.
Okay.
They only they register with the company.
Okay.
For Malaysia here, slightly different. One principal we can have 50 negotiator, and the negotiator is just mainly go for 2 days training. That's all.
No need certification.
Just go for 2 days training. Then you attach with a firm. Then only you're able to get your RAN number.
So there's no exams involved?
No exam.
Okay,
Yes.
it will be good news for me. I'm not the exam type. So share with us a little bit about managing of your team and your handling problems. I know you have this CARE system, the CARE system. Tell us a little bit about that.
The CARE is actually the company core value. The value is actually already cultivated and already applied in Singapore for so long, okay? So in here in Malaysia, we actually, every time we have to tell them, this is our company core value.
Okay.
C is actually mean continuous improvement. So as an entrepreneur, as a real estate agent, you must always continue self-improvement. And this is actually Singapore management, they also doing it. They also want to ensure our management also doing that. So we always keep ourselves, keep on training.
Self-growth.
Yes. Then secondly is autonomy and entrepreneurship. This is actually like saying that when I pass something up to you, then we actually authorize you to do it, so we trust on you. So like our company right now, we not just ask agents to just keep on closing sales. We actually have some event. We organize some event, then we get them to involve in the committee. They become our event organizer. Yeah, we train them to be part of that MC.
So it's like all-rounder.
Yes, all around. So this is something is so much difference that we ensure them they have the leadership. And then at the same time, they can build the confidence from there. Because sometimes if you're able to be an MC in the stage of the company, if you have confident enough, then you will able to go to another bigger platform.
Yeah.
So when you go and see your client, you're also able to do
The confidence in communication between people.
So much different.
Yeah.
So the R is respect and concern. This is for sure that you must have, because no matter who you meet, who you treated, or admin or either just a cleaner, respect and concern is very important. Sometimes, especially our negotiator, they thought that the client. So yeah, we know sometimes client have some very emotion, but we have to be objective. So respect them as our client. Yeah. Sometimes they're nasty also lah.
Yeah. Sometimes some clients might have some out of the box ideas that is out of the norms.
Yes. And then the last is actually ethical, integrity. This is very important in real estate industry because we collect some of the money is actually cash, and then we bank into our client. So the ethic and integrity is very important in this industry. You say that it is very, seems like the industry is big, but it's yet very small. Once your name is jeopardized, then you follow. So this is the core value that we want to ensure all our leaders, all our agents is actually followed it.
So, and also adding values to customers. That's also. Well, furthermore, because when you mentioned about money, when it comes to real estate, it always involves large sum of money, right?
Yes.
So the ethics and the trust is very important.
It's very important. That's why we always tell our agents saying that you need to add value to the people first. The money eventually comes. This is what we educate our agents that come into our platform. Because if you always, people will feel you. If you just sick of selling to get your commission, they will feel you that you just want to close the deal. If you really be
genuine,
be at their side, understand them, help them to do the calculations. Maybe currently right now they couldn't get the loan, then what they can do next. So this is the way that we always add value to them, so that then eventually, sometimes some people they didn't buy right now, right? They actually introduce friend to you.
That's right. Yeah, it happens very often.
Yes. So people will fulfill the feeling is different.
So do you see yourself more as in that sense? Do you see it more of a servicing industry? Do you think that you're servicing
That's why we
customers?
have the logo, service you trust. PropNex, they have the
That's
logo.
the motto, the slogan.
Yes, service you trust.
Okay. So it's more of a servicing the customers, and eventually, I'm sure you have customers who become your friends, right?
Yes.
A lot of them?
Quite a lot of number of them. They will just sometimes they say, hey, I have this property here, just take the key. So no need to sign the exclusive form. Just do, sometimes because right now a lot of people were asking me, hey, Yvonne, you are in operation, are you still doing it? Yes, I do, because I still want to be on ground with my people. So I work together with my agents. So some of the clients pass it to me, I will tell them that I won't work alone with, on your property with my team. So I'll tell them that, hey, currently right now I have this property, so let's work together. So if I have time, I will go viewing together with them. At the same time, I see how the way is it service good, what is the missing link, or which part that is not working. If not free, then they can just go ahead.
So you think that's very important for a leader to be on the ground, understand what's happening?
Yes, definitely. If not, then I won't sit down here and tell you that we do have people close the deal, how Hong Kong people, foreigner, feel about Malaysian market. Yeah. I actually be with them, so I can really see that sometimes if you just, they can feel you lah. You must understand their requirement. Once they know that you actually listen to them, know that they are important, and then get the right thing for them, then for sure they will confirm and buy. At the same time, they also will introduce or give you referral with other friends. They say, just find this agent.
So it sounds to me that you are someone who likes to learn new things.
Yes. Life is always must continue.
It's about
to
learning.
Yes. And then the day you stop learning, the day you will be fade off or will be,
But how important do you think unlearning is?
Always unlearning, because a lot of time we thought that we learn a lot of things, and then when people start sitting down to talk to you, you say I know already. When the perception you say that I know already, then people will stop sharing with you with their experience. So normally I will still put back myself is unlearn, so that we can actually, because every moment, every stage, the way, although sometimes we read a book, the moment that you go back again, maybe the message
things change.
The message is so much different, because yourself also grow, your mindset also change. So by the time you go back again to read the same book, the message might be different.
So do you think a lot of these, some of the agents in the market, I'm not talking about your company, like some other agents that find it difficult to survive, is it because they did not unlearn?
Because actually it's about mindset lah. Okay, a lot of negotiators, their mindset is fixed. If you're having a fixed mindset, you will stop learning. Like right now, we're facing COVID-19. So if something, why should I learn online? I just wait until it's open up, then only I just go back to normal viewing. But the things that change already, we ourselves have to adapt to the change about the mindset. If you're having the growth, it's so much different. And some of them is actually they didn't put themselves as an entrepreneur. If you as an entrepreneur, you always want to improve yourself. You won't put a blame on my leader didn't lead me lah, my company not good lah.
How about sharing of knowledge? How do you think sharing, because some people will feel like if I share what I know with you, then you will take my client. What do you think of that?
But for our PropNex culture, we say is sharing culture. So no matter which team you are, you ask the leader, they always share. But as I previously doing my practice, this is what culture they have lah, because they scared that later you learn already.
Then you steal my clients. You know, this happened very prevalent.
Not saying you steal your clients, just that maybe you're able to close more deal than me and you earn more than me.
So you don't agree to that?
No, because the more that you share, actually you also improve yourself. Because when you share already, right now it's actually website. You have to do website or do certain things, or some of the skill I share with you, definitely I will continue to learn a new more skill. And then when I tell you, I share with you, it proven. But some people, sometimes you share, they themselves didn't take the action. Sometimes it's not about the sharing.
Okay. And when you share with people, people are more willing to share with you what they know also.
The more you give, the more you get.
It's a two-way thing.
Yeah, it's two-way. Abundance way is actually come from two-way.
And so what do you look for in a candidate if there's someone who is new come to you and say, I want to be a real estate negotiator, what would you look in them? What do you require?
I'll be just sit down and really understand them why you choose this industry. Okay, and then are you having an entrepreneur mindset? Because this is very important. If you say that, because in real estate, it's not you working under me. I'm just here to be a coach. If you really want to learn something, set up your own business in this platform. So I'm here to coach you.
Just a guidance.
Yes. Are you coachable? If you yes, then welcome. Because we always believe that the right attitude
is very important.
It's very important because all this skill, all this knowledge you can learn while you actually on the job training. Mainly is the character of themselves. If you are those so negative and not will open up to learn, no matter what skill that pass it to you or we give you a system or strategy, you don't want to move. Then it's very difficult. This is what I always share with my negotiator. Like example, running a marathon, I can provide you a very good sports shoe, good attire. I can have a very strong motivate people to motivate you along the way, right? You are the one who run the race. If you stop halfway, you say that I give up, I couldn't carry you to run the race.
Yeah, true. Or if you don't train your stamina, then there's nothing we can
Yes,
do, right?
yes.
I'm sure there's some viewers who are probably considering becoming a real estate negotiator. What advice do you have for them?
If you're really interested to meet up people and you like property and your character is right, I mean that responsible, integrity, ethical, and you're able to meet up people and really talk, and negotiation skill, all this can be trained up, but you feel that you really love it, then can always come and sit down and have a coffee and really discuss about it. Yeah.
How about some people who I want to join this industry because of make money?
We always will still go more in depth to ask them. Yes, making money, everyone also want to make it, but you must have some vision, missions to drive you, the purpose to drive you. Like some of them say that I just want to make money. So when the time they come and make money, some they will lost, or sometimes they also will lost the case because, and then they will feel very emotional. Why the client like that? Then they have a lot of complaining. If you know that the purpose that actually I'm helping people to get their right unit, then actually the money eventually come, then you won't be so sad because you understood right, the unit is not suitable for them. So definitely they won't go ahead with you. Or you didn't provide them a right unit and then they go with someone that able to give them the right unit, then we should reach them. Yes, congratulations for you to get the right unit. Then you have to self-check, self-realization. What is not working? Is it I didn't have this stock, or I didn't have this property that suit them? Then they definitely will go with others that they have. Right?
So it falls back to the mindset of the person.
Yes, right? Because if you just mainly look for money, then you will just proposal. You won't be intent to care for them and listen to them and serve them with your heart.
Then you see everything as win and lose.
Yes.
So what is your motto in life?
Just always remember that empower yourself. This empower words is very important. It's like I must empower myself in order to empower others. Okay. So then another one, always be humble. No matter where stage you are, because leader is not about title and there must always be gratitude.
Gratitude.
Yeah,
that's very important.
Because no matter things happen, people who you met, definitely there's a lesson for you. If you're able to learn and pick up, then you will grow yourself.
Wow, thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you for that very enlightening story. That's Yvonne Hang. Thank you once again. We hope you all the very best. So I also like to thank our speaker and gratitude. Yeah, we'd like to thank our viewers for tuning in to this episode of Talk of Fame. Thank you.